Hey again, welcome to On the Spot. Today I have a guest. Her name is Victoria Rodriguez. She's based out in San Antonio. She's a realtor and a Pilates yoga instructor. Big on TikTok. Go introduce yourself, Victoria, and we'll go from there.
Hi, I'm Victoria from South Texas, and I'm a huge Spurs fan. Go, Spurs, go.
So you ready for On the Spot? Ready to get through these questions and go through it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll start with this question. What are your thoughts on real estate market? I know you're in the San Antonio area, but what are your thoughts on that and predictions going forward and stuff, what you're seeing?
My thoughts. Well, at least what's very interesting with my market, and we're an hour away from Austin, and Austin is, they have a lot of transplants and are different, which is so interesting because we're an hour away, right? Our cities, and they're both huge cities. Like the medium sell price, like the difference is 200,000, right? And Austin's market, basically, I think it declined from what I was reading and reviewing the stats. And San Antonio has remained steady. So I always tell buyers that's like a good like a good sign that you're buying a house. We haven't had any dips. The appreciation has basically been like steady line. So I reassure my clients, we haven't seen, I believe we're like in a healthy appreciation levels right now. We are increasing inventory in San Antonio, but I've had like I said, right now I'm working with more buyers, but it just depends on your region. You know what I mean? I know
Mhm.
different cities, there've been some dips in value. San Antonio, like I said, it's been steady, like a healthy balance.
Okay. Good to know. You want to share us a struggle you went through
A
in life or
struggle
business?
so when I first started real estate, I started around the time that it was the pandemic, and I was getting a lot of listings. I was more of a listing agent. And I remember it was like the summer of 2022 and rates were like, I believe in the spring, like 3% in the threes, right? And then the summer
Yeah.
hit and it got so slow in that summer of 2022. The rates went up to like five, and that was like new, that was different. So didn't notice some of my listings, I had to rent them out. So that was like a struggle. And that summer of 2022 is when I was like, I really need to do something to brand myself and market myself. And that's when I was struggling, right? Because the market, I was more of a listing agent. Then I started TikTok. So what people don't understand about TikTok is that you have to be super patient for it to be effective, right? And for you to close sales. And it is. So I was just patient, and I think it took like 7, 8 months. I just told myself I had nothing, like I had no sales, you know what I mean? For a while. Like I did very well, and then the rates increase, and that was a struggle, I think, for a lot of agents to stay
Yeah.
afloat and kind of change their business model and try to adapt, right, to a new market.
Yeah.
Luckily, San Antonio didn't get hit as hard. Well, over time, I still think it's always a good time to invest in real estate. Like, so I struggled at that time, and I just stayed patient. And I was like, I told myself every day, I'm going to stick to one type of marketing. Like, I'm just going to do social media, TikTok. And I had other side hustles, obviously. I have always have. I've never just relied on that. But I was like, I need to stick to this and see how effective it is. And sure enough, it was. I taught myself how to edit, and all of that can be a struggle if you're not willing to put in the work and be disciplined. And it was just teaching myself everything from scratch. And I started to close sales, a bunch of sales, all from TikTok. So, it's a struggle starting, but you got to do it if you want to make
Yeah.
money.
Cool. No, it's good. Good story and share right there. You want to share a
Yeah.
quote that you want to share with us?
Like a quote.
Yeah.
I don't have like a business quote that I have.
Business quote, live quote, something you heard that stands out to you that you use, mindset. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I do have one. Like, no, I really like a lot of like manifestation, kind of style quotes. Like, I don't chase, I track. What's meant for me will find me. I
Yeah.
do believe that, but
Good
obviously you
one.
got to put in your part as well. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? You just can't expect everything to find you.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Okay.
I really like that quote. And when you really want something, the universe will conspire for you to have it. Kind of. I also like that again.
Those are
So
two
I
good
do, like,
ones.
I feel like I manifest a lot of the things in my life now looking back.
Uh,
I have like everything that I want, and I'm always super grateful thinking back. But it's not just manifesting and putting it out to the universe. It also has to do with hard work and discipline.
yeah.
But
That's
I do
good.
like those quotes. I do follow those quotes.
Those are two good ones right there.
Yeah.
What do you watch nowadays on Netflix or TV? Like a
I
show
don't
you
watch
like?
any
That's it.
TV
Nothing.
because nothing. I used to watch. I don't have Netflix. I know I'm really weird. So I work a lot. I'm a very
Yeah.
proud. I have a very strong work ethic, as every Mexican in that knows. We work a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm really proud of, and it's something like I take a lot of pride in it,
Mm.
that we have that work ethic. It just comes with us naturally.
Yeah.
So if I'm not working, I'm not doing a side hustle or something else that I know I just don't feel right, which is like I need to like calm down. I was telling like some friends are like, how are you doing? Like other friends that I was speaking, like, how are you doing real estate? And you're, and I'm like, yeah. And then I also watch people's kids, like a very proud Mexican,
One
like
stop
I
shop.
nanny. I was on nanny and babysitting in
Yeah.
between all of that.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good quality to have,
Yeah.
just like whatever job is, it's a good job to make money
Yeah.
and, help your family,
Mm.
help people around you.
Yeah. Cool. Let me ask you
Uh,
this. I know you're a big basketball fan. Who's on your basketball Mount Rushmore?
yes. Oh, of course, Tim Duncan,
Yeah.
Tony Parker,
Yeah.
Manu Ginobili,
Yeah.
and who would be my fourth? It would have to be another David Robinson.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
four
Yeah. Big
Hall of
Spurs
Famers, of
fan.
course. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't like say anything bad about four Hall of Famers. Yeah. So I think that's a solid list, a solid
Yeah. Yeah.
group. Maybe Pop. Well, he's not a basketball player, but yeah, those four.
Yeah.
I
So
know
who
San
is the
Antonio just got the number what something draft
no
like,
14th?
and then no, they got. I think they got the number something else. They got two.
Okay. I know
I think it
Mavericks
was
got number
something.
one.
They got
Oh.
three or two. They got in the top 10, and they got the 13th.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's so exciting. I heard, I don't know if this is true, that they
Yeah.
were going to try to get Giannis. Imagine him and Wemby together. It's
Oh wow.
insane.
Yeah, that'd be
Insane. That
crazy.
was like a rumor going around San Antonio.
Yeah.
So it's funny that, how my TikTok grew, now that you're bringing up Spurs, is like, I remember my very first video to go viral. All the comments were about Charles Barkley and how he says that the San Antonio women are big. So that's how they associate it with me. My first TikToks were literally like, they were spamming the comments, like, all the women are fat. And so it's so funny. That's like kind of why I think I started talking about the Spurs too, because it just always came up, Charles Barkley's comments. So yeah. So those comments have
That's
stopped
good.
now. I don't get those anymore.
Oh. Well, if the Spurs in the playoffs, he probably would, but they're not. So he's not around.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I
he's out by the River
know.
Rock. Yeah. So that's
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know why they put Chris Paul. Like, felt like that was a bad choice, but
Yeah.
I feel like they needed somebody younger, like
Mhm.
to match Wemby's vibes. The team is pretty young.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who's your goat of basketball? Do you have a goat?
Well, Tim Duncan, of course.
That's your
I mean,
guy?
he literally
Okay.
is a goat. I feel like he's so underrated just because he doesn't make noise, or
Yeah.
he doesn't like the attention.
Okay.
So yeah, I think he's a solid player, and I mean he
Yeah.
has like the rings, he has the accolades to back it up as the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: who's your pick to win the championship this year? Of all the teams left,
So who's like? Tell me who is
so you
like
have
left.
Oklahoma City, you have Minnesota, you have Warriors, you have Pacers, you have Knicks, Boston. Those are probably the
Boston.
favorites. Boston.
Boston would be
Okay.
like another team that I like. If I had to, like, if I couldn't cheer for the Spurs, I would probably go for Boston.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. What's something you did in the pandemic that you didn't do before that you kept doing nowadays
Something that I did in the pandemic
that you're doing today? Yeah.
that I still do today.
Yeah.
That's
Or
like
maybe you
very
did
interesting.
that you picked up. Yeah.
Like I picked up during the pandemic that I do now.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
trying to think.
yeah. Like some people did Zoom. Some people did I don't know did videos more or something. Or
No. I don't know. I can't think. Maybe pray more. Because I was
okay.
home, you have more
Yeah.
time to do
Okay.
something like that I do
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
I'm not a big proponent of like working from home. I'm the type of realtor that likes to be out in the community and learning
Yeah.
about. That's the type of realtor. I'm not really, and I film most of my TikToks. The ones that I've noticed that do the best are in my car. So,
Mhm.
and I always did them between showings or wherever I was going.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think I like working with buyers, because I'm more like out. visiting
Yeah,
communities
yeah,
and looking at neighborhoods and studying versus just being and it's great. I like any business. I'm grateful for it all,
yeah.
but it's a little bit different when you're a listing agent.
Okay, good. What's your dream car, and what do you think about the EV car?
Which EV car is that? The electrical?
Yeah, like Teslas and stuff. But what's your dream car
Oh,
first? Do you have one?
my dream car. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not big into cars.
yeah,
I do like nice cars, but I'm not
yeah.
like that
Okay.
big. I
So
guess
what's a
like a
nice car you like?
I mean, I'm not into like fast cars. So I like this Porsche. It's like an SUV. I think it's called some it starts with an I don't know McCarran. I don't know a lot
A
car names.
McLaren? Yeah,
That
maybe
one I
some,
think,
but
yeah. It's like a
okay.
smaller SUV. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that car. It's not
Okay.
my dream
What
car,
about?
but I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
nice.
What do you think about the EV cars? Have you experienced them? What do you think of the whole
Yes,
EV
my
thing we
best
have?
friend has one. Yeah, they're super convenient. It's just
Yeah.
Texas, people don't realize we're really spread out. Our cities are built, so we drive everywhere. It takes us our highway systems are great. It takes us, I don't know, 45 minutes to get sometimes across the city. So to
Wow.
me, they don't make sense here just for
Mhm.
our infrastructure and how spread out our cities are built. And
Yeah.
they're not good for travel either. I've heard because, we have to drive, Texas is like, it's not a walker friendly city at all. Like, I mean,
Gotcha.
state, even our big cities, our infrastructure is terrible. So they're not here, like, we have to drive just because it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like a little bit easier. But I do like the idea of it. But since I drive so much, I would be, just sitting in like whatever those spots where you charge your car, and I would hate that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can
So I
make
would just go to
TikTok
gas
videos
station.
if you do that. You know.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So, what age would you want to go back to and live at if you could go back in time? What age would it be?
What? Probably the
Age.
Romans. Age? Oh,
No,
my
like you
age?
was, yeah, you're as a kid, yeah, or whatever. Yeah, your lifestyle.
Probably
What age would
like
you go back?
my college years.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a store. I was not that girl. I was like, I've always been, I was never like into the sports. I was not a cheerleader. I was not one of
Mm,
those people. I wasn't a jock. I was always been like a little bit nerdy, a little bit.
yeah. Huh.
So
What
I think
college you go
that's
to
what
again? What college?
I went to UTSA, University of Texas at San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah. So I liked college because I guess I got into like some clubs, and then I was traveling with with some
Mhm.
different. I was teaching abroad, and so I liked
Yeah.
that part. I enjoyed. I hated high school because there was a lot of cliques, and in college, like nobody's really messing with you. You're just kind of doing your own thing.
Yeah.
So probably college. I had
Okay.
fun learning. So I like school. I was a school teacher, so I like school.
Gotcha. What's your favorite book?
My favorite book that I love, and I need to read it again, is "Can't Hurt Me" by David Goggins. I am a huge fan of his mindset, his mentality. I feel like more people should read that book just to get inspired. So it just really resonated with me. He's just such an interesting character. So just reading his book and what he's been through and what he's accomplished is just so fascinating. So I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of his. Oh, and I'm gonna go see him. They're coming in July to San Antonio, like a group of authors. I don't really know the other ones. I read a lot. I haven't really, but
Yeah.
he like, I got my tickets immediately. They're gonna do like a speaking tour, and they're gonna be here. A group of, like I said, authors, and he's one of them, motivational speakers. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait
Hmm.
to. I'm sure he's like the final act, whatever the final person. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm super
I have
excited
mine.
to. Yes, I'm gonna be able to see him. I know I get excited over book authors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So I'm excited. Yeah. I got my ticket like 2 months ago. It's in July.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Can't wait to
Um.
meet him. Oh, I hope I get to. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you do like yoga and stuff. What's your thing of doing yoga? What do you get out of it? And like what do you think people should do? Why they should do yoga? And then you have a favorite pose if you want to
Like a
share that with
pose?
us.
A pose
Yeah.
that they should do?
Yeah, your favorite pose, and then what do you like about yoga that makes your I
Okay,
think it
so
when you do it.
when I was growing up, I was horrible at every sport. Like I had no coordination, I had no
Yeah.
talent except for like school. Like I was good at school, and
Yeah.
I was really shy too. On top of it, so yeah, I was like terrible. I didn't like like the jocks in high school, whatever. So I didn't do a lot of sports because it just was I didn't vibe with any of the cliques, and it was. So anyhow, in college I found yoga, and then I just been doing it ever since. Because like you do it, it's non-competitive. You do it on
Yeah,
your
yeah,
own at your own pace, and
yeah,
it's just So I've been doing it, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I do it more for vanity, obviously. I know people
yeah.
do it for I don't do the meditation type. I
Uh-huh.
do the one where it's like a little bit, it's a more rigorous, more power. So that's what I like about it. It keeps me in shape. And that's
That's
what
good.
everybody wants, right? You feel good, you're gonna like it's gonna
Yeah, yeah,
reflect and everything else that you do.
totally. Yeah,
Yeah. A pose that I would recommend, probably like child's pose. Just kind of like if you're having a crazy
yeah.
day,
That's good. That's a good one.
that's
Yeah,
a good one, for
yeah,
everybody. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Flexibility, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question: do you have a favorite field trip that you did as a kid that you went on that you remember?
We went to, what would be my favorite one? We went to a few, but I'm trying to think. I went to so many cool places, but I'm trying to think like which one would I say is like my favorite. Part of the San Antonio Zoo, like I like going to the zoo. I love looking at animals, so
Yeah,
that one's always fun. I go now all the time if I get to. I do go there. I haven't been lately, but I do go there a
yeah,
lot, even
yeah,
now as an adult.
yeah. What's the exhibit you like over there?
I like the giraffes because we get to feed them, and there's three of them, and we're getting a gorilla, so I'm super excited about that.
Oh wow.
But no, really, like I like we have it like in sections, like per continent, and we have like the Africa area, and then they had three elephants, but they passed away, so they put camels, and like sometimes they let you for a fee, like you could ride the camels, pet the
Yeah.
kangaroos. So I do go there a lot, actually.
Uh-huh.
I've done them all. I've ridden the elephants, the camels. So yeah, probably the
Oh, that's
zoo.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So, what generation are you? The millennial? I'm trying to think.
Yes, I'm a millennial.
Okay, so what do you think about all the tech and the chat GPT we have today and the kids that have it at their hands like really quick and as a younger?
What do I believe about Chat GPT? I do believe it is a great tool. I mean, obviously you
Mhm.
can't heavily rely on it. You also got to put in. I have used it, but then I found that the best way to use it is like you obviously putting your part in. For it
Yeah,
to be the most effective way. But it is helpful.
yeah,
Sometimes it can be time consuming because you like if you want it to be, I feel like it is, but like I said, you also got to add your spin, your input, your information as well. But yeah, I sometimes I use it, not all the, I typed in, I did it for TikTok, and it gave me some really good like hashtags, some good captions and stuff. So I do
yeah.
like
Okay.
it for that. Something
Yeah.
small like that, not something like write me a paper or something crazy.
Uh-huh.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm still playing with it. Like I said, there's like a formula, there's a way for you to use it effectively. Yeah, if it could edit my videos, like I would love it because that's like the most tedious part with social media is the editing part.
Yeah,
I have
totally.
so much content right now. I have like so much footage that I haven't even like posted that I need to.
Yeah.
It's just that I got to go through it and edit it, and it takes hours. That's like a whole job in itself.
I know. I know. I know what you mean. So what do you think about kids today that have technology at their fingertips? Think it's good or bad? What are your thoughts on that? I mean, with kids today that have it
I mean,
sooner
I
than we
think
did.
I think like an overconsumption consumption of anything is bad. Obviously, I just
Yeah.
think it's not really their fault. It's like their parents that don't monitor them because kids are just gonna do what they want. Like unless you unless you set the boundaries and the expectations with them. Like I was a school teacher, so
Yeah, yeah.
I was not like I taught. I really did not use it that much. I did with the older kids, not with the younger kids as much because
Gotcha.
I still believe in old fashioned learning.
Yeah. Let me ask you this one. What movie have you watched recently that you liked,
I
good or
have
bad?
not watched any movies
Anything?
lately. Like I said,
Nothing.
I think like ever since I got on TikTok,
Yeah.
my let me take this off. My time, all my free time now goes to like I study algorithms. I look at the trends. So like before I used to kind of watch TV, but now it's like okay, I go on TikTok. It's also entertaining, but then I'm also like looking for ideas, trends, and I'm always trying to like be part of the algorithm.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I'm editing a video, so like I'm not used to watch. Now I don't. I just kind of get on TikTok and I see like I'm right now. I'm just kind of gathering all my footage. So I've kind of. It's not that I don't like to. It's just that
Yeah.
being on social media is so time consuming, and I don't have a social media team. I'm doing it all. Like I am reaching out. I do it all. I, try to all the admin work, right? And I negotiate the deals and I'm still listing and I have some still working with buyers and, reaching out. So my day is really busy with all of that. And the social media is like a full-time job, but the editing part is a part that I'm not willing to let go yet because I feel like I kind of know myself,
Yeah, yeah,
the best and it's hard for me to like to give that to delegate that like how to edit because I feel like I've done well doing it myself and whatever I'm saying obviously
yeah, yeah,
so that part is hard maybe like I would hire somebody to help me like film and stuff I'm not ready to let go editing yet that's a struggle
yeah,
editing is a huge struggle but I got to do it
yeah,
to get clients and make money
yeah, yeah. Do you
but
have
it
a favorite
works.
movie? All yeah. Do you have a favorite movie that you liked back in the day, all time,
I
or no?
love comedy. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with like all of the millennial comedies that I grew up with. Like I love Superbad. Like I think 40-Year-Old
Okay.
Virgin is hilarious.
Okay.
Oh, I like The
Yeah.
Notebook. I know
Notebook.
that's like all different. I love The Notebook. Kind of those movies. I don't, those are the ones that I kind of drawn to. Those are big movies at the time, but that I grew up
Yeah.
with that I like a lot. Yeah.
Are you an Apple or Android person?
I have an Apple only because I want an Android, but like every time I go and buy a phone, like they cost way more. But you know what I mean? Like it's always like
Yeah.
they're a little bit cheaper. But I think that's my next big purchase is going to be an Android because I really prefer
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
for the camera only because the camera is better and I film a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
So as part of my
Gotcha.
job,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah. That's good. Good answer. Yeah. They do have the better camera and processor usually
yeah,
faster than the Apple. So they're
for
ahead
sure.
of them that curve of the part of the game. Totally. You want to share a tip of the week, life tip, business tip, success tip with the
I like
audience? Yeah.
well, David Goggins is different because I think like he's more of like physical, but the physical does like blend into the mental, like a tip of the week. Which one would you say? Like, I'm trying to think of one.
Well, anything, any tip you want to share, you share any tip that you like, life tip, any of them.
Yes. So basically, like nothing is gonna come easy for you. Like you just gotta work your ass off. Honestly, that's
Yeah.
just how it is. Whether you're
Good
on social
motto.
media, yeah, like you really do. You have to like start at the bottom. I don't believe like in taking shortcuts, because
Mhm.
you really gotta, like I said, is hustle if you want to make money. That's really it's
Yeah.
that simple. So that's kind of like where I'm at. Like I notice the harder I work, the more I edit, whatever. Like the more that you do something, it's all life is like a numbers game. The more
Yeah.
you do something, you're likely going to get that outcome. Like just like what I've noticed with TikTok and stuff, which led to so many sales for me and so on. And it's all hard work that I had to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I do believe like connections help as well, but you also got to put in your part.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that, what you said. Who would you want to sit down and eat with dead or alive if you could pick somebody? Who would it be?
David Goggins, of course, or Robert
Yeah.
Greene. He's my other favorite author. I
Okay.
love Robert Greene.
So authors then. You like authors a lot. Authors.
Yes, I'm like I
Yeah.
love Robert Greene. I would definitely meet up with him. He wrote the 48
Yeah.
Laws of Power. He wrote Mastery. I love Mastery, Human Nature. David Goggins, of course. Probably those two, maybe. They seem very interesting. Goggins alone is just so fascinating. And then, yeah, probably them. I know. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm like boring and nerd. Like, I don't,
You're a bookworm.
yeah,
You're a
I don't even know.
bookworm.
Like,
That's good.
yeah,
So if you're stuck on an elevator, who would you want to be stuck in the elevator with?
with an elevator with.
If you're stuck with somebody who
Probably like does it have to be somebody famous?
could be a dog, you want it to be a dog, could be I don't know. Anything.
Probably my best friend. She's really fun
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she's very positive and
Yeah.
just somebody that's gonna like make the time go faster, who has a positive attitude.
Yeah.
And probably her. When we have so much to talk about and like catch up on. So maybe her.
Yeah.
Yeah, her name is Roseanne.
Okay.
One of my good friends.
Okay, cool. So who's your favorite team and player? I know you're a big Spurs fan, but
Like team, what do you mean?
favorite sports team player.
Oh, the Spurs, of course. Like
Yeah.
there's nobody else but the Spurs.
Yeah. So who's your
Yeah,
favorite player all time? Tim Duncan, or are we going somewhere else?
Tony Parker. I love Tony Parker
Yeah.
too. I probably
Yeah.
like Tony Parker a little bit more.
Yeah.
I really like, yeah, I like him, but I like Tim Duncan. But Tony Parker is like my all-time favorite, probably.
No one. What advice would you give yourself at 12 years old?
What advice would I give myself at 12 years old? I don't, that's like a random question because that's like an age, it's like a weird age where you're like, going into adolescent,
Like sixth
you
grade?
know, yeah. And, now looking back, it's not always the person with the highest grades. So I don't want to say that like that,
Yeah.
it's really the person that's the most disciplined,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
has a good, good work ethic habits, so now looking back, it's like, I don't want to say like, that. I don't know. Like, I don't really have any, like, I don't want to say that, like, work harder because I think it was already predestined for me. Like, I grew up in a very, like, I grew up in a Mexican family where everybody has like a million jobs and like, we
Yeah.
had like, so I don't want to say that either. Like go to school because I feel like that's such a cliche thing to say because I feel like school's not for everybody either. So at 12, the only thing I would say is like don't grow up too fast. Like, kind of be a kid because to be a kid. There's no need for that. Like I feel like now, we're living longer, obviously. So enjoy
Yeah.
being a kid longer. There's no need to like to speed that up. I guess for girls, they always want to grow up
Yeah.
fast.
Those good words of wisdom.
Yeah,
Good words right there.
that's about it.
Did you ever watch wrestling or no? As a
No,
kid or no?
never. I don't
No?
like no,
Okay. So I'll skip that
no.
one.
I just no, I didn't watch any wrestling. I watched TV, whatever millennial thing was popular. Like all the horror
Yeah.
movies were big. I remember I watched like
Like
all of I
Scream?
used to watch that. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. That was,
Yeah.
growing up, those different movies.
Yeah.
But I don't, yeah, like Full House. I used to watch that when I was a kid. Those regular, like everything that was popular.
Yeah.
Like when we grew up, it was, I mean, I don't know if you're a millennial, but I know we
I
didn't
am. Yeah,
have social
millennial.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody just played outside. We just played outside with the
No,
neighborhood
you
kids.
put
Like,
outside and you came back
yeah,
around before it got dark.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you stay outside or you just like I would go swimming because we had a neighborhood pool with the neighborhood kids. Like that's all I would do all summer is go either that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So social media didn't become big till like later. So I'm really glad I didn't grow up with it. You know,
Yeah.
keep getting these messages for my notification. So yeah, yeah, a good swimmer though, but didn't I think my high school or maybe they did offer swimming. Maybe I was just too shy. I didn't want to do it. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing that I did excel in is swimming because like I would swim every day when I was growing up.
That's cool. How long you been a homeowner for? Or if you're not, but
Okay,
what do you like about
I
the city you live in?
what
So how long you been a homeowner for and what do you like about the city you live in?
Okay.
Or,
So I love San Antonio because it's
yeah.
affordable. We have a
Yeah.
healthy market. That's what you would want.
Yeah.
It's the largest affordable city in Texas. Our median sales price is about like between 290 and 300, which is
Wow.
very affordable. I love that we are 2 hours away from the Mexican border. So I get to go to Mexico and, go to the pharmacy, do whatever.
Yeah.
They have very affordable everything. You get to eat different foods and, be in Mexico and then cross the bridge and be in Texas. And I love how close we are to the border, actually. And I love what I love about San Antonio, too. There's so much diversity. People don't realize that. We have like a medical school, we have a large military. So we have like, Austin is, there's just a lot of white people and nothing wrong with that. I like everybody. But San
Yeah.
Antonio just is very diverse. We have a large Middle Eastern population. Like I said, we have the military in and out. We have people from all over. And then, we have
Yeah.
large Mexican population. And it's really unique. Like just, I love the diversity our city has. So and I love how affordable it is. Like, like I've thought about moving to Austin as well and getting my MLS there, but the markets could not be any more different. And the like the demographics and the real estate market. Like I said, the median sales price there is like 500,000
Yeah.
compared to 300. So you got the same house, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we're only like an hour away, which is crazy.
And the
And
weather's about the same? Weather the
the what?
same or a little different? Is the weather about the same
The
or a
winter?
little different? No, the weather.
Oh,
About
it's
the same
exactly the
or
same. Oh, it's
okay.
exactly the same. Humid. Like we're
Yeah.
hot and humid. Like we don't really have winter. I think we have like 1 month of cold. But yeah, Austin's just like more young professionals, it's more tech, there's a lot of transplants, So it is weird because like it's central Texas. So
Yeah.
you would think there would be more diversity and it's really not.
Yeah.
So when I go there, I just feel like, oh, the food sucks. It's terrible there too. It's like Tex-Mex. It's horrible. I feel like San Antonio has way better food too. Barbecue, Mexican food, Tex-Mex, like
Yeah.
Middle Eastern food. We have such a good variety of food here. So yeah,
Do you?
but I do love going over there. I do go there a lot. It's like an hour away, and they have a
Yeah,
really good fitness like vibe about the city. They have a lot of parks and hiking and lake. So I do go to the lake there a lot. So and I've been going there for Pilates school. I started Pilates training like last month, and so I'll be in
yeah.
Austin for 2 weeks doing some of the classes, and so because I'm getting certified in that as well.
That's cool. That'd be fun to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, so
So
I got to hang out there because they're so close. Like we're literally connected. A lot of people we go back and forth. I mean, at least the
yeah,
San Antonians go there over there. Yeah. So I was thinking about doing their real estate. I don't want to learn their market when you know what I mean. I do want to learn it, but I don't know. It just depends.
you
I'm
could
thinking
probably
about
learn
it.
it by just being there and going around it, and then
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm thinking first because I'm
yeah,
there right now and stuff.
yeah,
So I do like want to get some insight before I just go and sign up for their MLS because I do get a lot of like do you work Austin from TikTok. But like I
yeah.
said, I'm gonna have to like brand myself differently, you know. But it is in the works. That is something I've thought about. Is also that's probably because Texas is so big and spread out. Like Houston's like 4 hours, Dallas is like five, like Austin's relatively close, like an hour. So I that's the only other market I would kind of tap into if I had to. And it's the most expensive one of all of Texas too. I think
Yeah.
Highland and Dallas is high, but overall Dallas is not as high as Austin.
Really? Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. I
No.
thought Dallas
Yeah.
was the
Well, parts
highest.
of it, like Highland
Okay.
and I think Plano, but in overall, like if you look at the stats, like, because I'm weird, I like to look at the numbers and like the demographics and like the days on market and just those patterns, real estate patterns. And I need to go do that in a little bit for this rental listing that I have. So yeah, but yeah, so you said yeah, that's what I like about San Antonio. Like I said, it's diversity and how close we are to the Mexican border, and I could be in two
Yeah.
countries, here and there really quickly. And that's always fun. And then what else did you say? You had one other thing.
If do you own or rent there? Do you own in
Oh,
San Antonio?
I bought
Or
a house. I bought a place
how long have you been
in
living there for?
2022.
Okay.
Yes, I bought, and I'm so happy that I'm a homeowner because I was, throwing like our rent here is kind of high, and I was just, being busy, and I'm just so happy that I made that leap into being a homeowner versus because, like I said, it's like you're throwing your money, you're not throwing it away, you're just wasting it, it was almost the same that I was paying. And I got more
Yeah.
space and it's way better. I love it. It is a little bit of work, like maintenance. Like this morning, my mom came over, we were raking leaves.
Okay.
But but any day I would recommend if I could do it like by myself as a Mexican girl, like anybody could buy a house. And it's all
Yeah.
like, like you don't have to have a college degree, just work, save your
Yeah. Yeah.
money. That's what I did.
Good
So
advice.
that's, huh?
I said it's good advice to listeners. Good advice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so I am like I said, I'm a girl, like so yeah, and I was able to do it, and it just takes like obviously like not showing off and spending all your money or whatever. Just save it. That's what I did, and
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Like I wouldn't have I always tell people, it's a really good investment. And it really was, at least for me, I have more
Yeah.
space and my family comes over and I just like it better. Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you want your current job, what would you be doing for work right now? If you want a realtor, what would you be doing?
I got a master's in education. So I
Yeah.
was a school teacher, elementary school teacher for many years, and
So
I liked
so
teaching a lot.
yeah.
I was born to be a teacher.
Yeah. So what
So
grade level
I
did you taught?
was.
What grade level
I
did
taught
you teach?
elementary, dual language, and special education. So I
Okay.
taught like all the grades, like kinder
Okay.
through like sixth grade. And
Yeah.
the last time I was teaching, I was a dual language teacher. So I was teaching them Spanish and English simultaneously, and
Yeah.
like I could read and write and then also maintain their English. So I love teaching. There's just not there's not a lot of money there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's what I would do that. And now I'm gonna teach in a different capacity. And it's better, it's less hours and I do it at my own pace, which is I'm gonna be doing, teaching Pilates and yoga. So I'm still
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just differently.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite board game or video game that you played growing up or nowadays that you liked?
Growing up,
'Cause-
I don't play board games now. I swear to God, like all my free time goes to editing social media because like I said, it's a full time job.
Yeah, I know.
So
A lot.
so I know. I don't even watch TV. I'm just like, I just get on TikTok to see what's going on, like, so
Yeah.
I could, mirror something similar to, you always
Yeah.
want to get yeah, because my job is kind of like, I don't make money on TikTok. I make it by trying to reach as many people to see
Yeah.
my videos, and I get calls from all over the US, and I got to stay on top of it all the time.
Yeah.
Literally, all my free time goes to that or working out or helping my family if they need me for whatever.
Yeah.
So when I started real estate, I was teaching, so I was doing both. And then, like, it was just became too much just because, like, I have this thing, you got to work,
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like that's just how the US is. We have like a work culture, what I mean, mentality here. It is what it is. So, yeah. But my favorite, no, say it again. Sorry. I got
Your
kind of
favorite
sidetracked.
board game or video game?
So, I don't do video games, but well, I guess when I was little, I used to love to play Uno.
Uno.
I haven't played it in years. I still
That's
have
a
to
good
play
one.
that.
Yeah.
Uno, but that's about it. But I don't have any, like, now as an adult, there isn't any game that I play. Like, a lot of, like, my free time goes to, I love to work out. I love to, yeah, do that. I love to spend time with my family.
Like to ride
So
bikes too, right?
I like to ride bikes too because I like
Yeah.
spinning. So I actually, it's funny that you brought that up because I want to buy a bike because along the river, like the San
Yeah.
Antonio River, is not just like the touristy part. It goes throughout the city from like almost like really far further into the city. And I used to ride my bike. Well, I would rent a bike. So now I'm like, I should just buy one and go film because there's like these neighborhoods that I really like around where
Yeah.
they've expanded the river and like there's nobody there and it's so beautiful. And they put a lot of the city money into like these parks and these trails, and it goes along the missions. It's like the Alamo is part of these five. There are like five structures of the San Antonio mission. So the Alamo,
Yeah.
so they're situated along the river, with the Alamo being the first one, and then as you go down south of the river, each of the missions are. Yeah, nobody knows that, because everyone knows only the Alamo. But you can ride your bike and see. Obviously, you go through the Alamo and you go through other parts of the city, which is really, really cool. It's a great exercise, great scenery. So I was just thinking the other day, I was like, I should get a bike, and I need to go back down there now that the weather, like here in Texas, you can't do it during the day. We could only do it like super early or late, and now that
Yeah.
the nights are, then the days are longer, I'm going to be able to do that because it's just way too hot. Like
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do like biking. I do because I do spinning here at I do spinning, and then but I do, yes. But yeah, I stay really busy. Like I said, I help as as a very, I guess, I don't know. Um that's like a typical Mexican person, you help like raise everybody's kids, so that's also a big part of my time is helping my sisters and with their kids, and I don't mind at all. Like I said, I was a school teacher, so it's fun when they do
Yeah.
yoga with me, and they're super athletic. So I have five nephews and they're huge first, die hard. So every
Yeah.
time like I get followers send me tickets, like they're the first ones I take. They are just like, they cannot believe that their aunt has first tickets. So yeah, they get so excited.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
I've
good
taken them
story.
to a bunch of games. That when I get first tickets. So I spend a lot of time with them, and because I'm really close to my sisters too. So we're like each my sisters were really close in age. We're like a year apart. So obviously, yeah, they're like really good friends. They're like my best friends, and then they have kids, and their
Yeah.
kids are into the Spurs and stuff. So we do that a lot.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they were super athletic. Like this last weekend, I was at their football games. My sister has them for this like club, not like soccer, but like American football.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we do a lot of that stuff because there's like a bunch of boys. We produce boys in this family.
Okay.
Yeah, we
No
do a lot of
girls.
sports. No
No
girls.
girls.
Yeah, we
No
watch
girls.
their first games. So like at my parents' house, my mom has a basketball. Well, my one of my sisters lives next door, so like the kids are always outside playing basketball. Like since they were babies, like literally, I'm not joking. So that we do that a lot. Or we go to the games, or we go to one of their football games, or whatever.
How's your game? Can you shoot a little bit? Can you make a couple baskets, or how are you?
Yes, I'm pretty
No.
good. 'Cause I mean,
Yeah.
I'm always around them. Like that's all they want to do is be outside playing basketball, and I have to play
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
I have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm okay. I'm not bad.
That's good.
Yeah. So I got like forced into liking it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Normally I go is like I normally like, when I go to the games, like my nephew's games, I'm like the babysitter because the baby
Oh,
I take care of the little kids. Yeah, but it's all good.
stuff.
Yeah.
What's your drink of choice?
My like for alcoholic
Yeah.
skinny margarita. I love skinny margaritas. Yes, with tajin.
So you have salt on the rim or no?
No, with tajin.
Okay. Gotcha.
Only I like tequila. It's the only thing I really drink because I don't get a bad hangover.
Okay.
And so on Sunday was Mother's Day, and my mom,
Yeah.
we went to a restaurant that I've like mentioned in some of my TikToks that I've gone big that I really
Yeah.
enjoy here in
Yeah.
San Antonio. And my family's from Mexico, so we're really picky on like we don't eat Tex-Mex. We eat it, but like we frown upon it. Like people from Mexico frown upon. They frown upon like Tex-Mex or like people who speak Spanglish. Like people in Mexico, no. Yeah, you don't do that. You don't like say English words, you know.
Yeah.
People don't realize that like the culture within the Mexican culture, people from Mexico and then the Tex-Mex people, it's very different. So the ones from Mexico are very judgy about, you know, the food and it being too Americanized to Tex-Mex and stuff. So yeah, so my mom, she's from Mexico, so of course she's like, where are you know, we never go to a certain place. Like, no, mom, you're gonna like this place. I was like, I promise. I was like, you'll like.
Yeah.
I was like, it tastes kind of authentic. I was like, I know she did. She did. She liked it a lot. So she had like mangonada. You know what that is? It's like
No, what's
mango
that?
shaved ice. We eat a lot of chamoy in Mexico too, in tamarindo.
Yeah.
Chamoy. Chamoy is like a
Yeah.
plum. It's a spicy. So we put that
Okay.
in everything, and a lot of our drinks and and our fruits and food. We
Yeah.
put, so
Okay.
yeah,
Cool. Sounds
yeah.
interesting. That's like cool. It sounds good. All that stuff you're
Oh, it's
talking
delicious.
about.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
chamoy and tamarindo. And
Yeah.
yeah, so it was fun. I had like 2 margaritas with her. Yeah, it was nice.
Do you have a guilty pleasure?
I'm trying to think. I guess I mean I don't know. I like to sleep a lot. Like sometimes I can sleep like 12 hours, but I know I need to get up
Wow.
and you know go to work and there's always
Yeah.
something to do. You
Yeah.
know, our business, it's like every day counts, like every minute. Like, you know, we work nights, weekends, you know, we could always do more marketing. We could always do, you know what I mean, reach out more to our clients in our sphere of influence, you know. So it's being a realtor is like it's crazy because, you know, you're just like on kind of like on call all the time. And
Yeah.
it's a type of job where it's you're gonna make what you put in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So every little thing that you do counts, you know, every like event that you go to, who you interact with, and how much you reach out to your sphere of influence. So like there's always something. I feel like you can never do enough of it because you just
Yeah.
never know. And you know, that business that you get from it.
Totally.
Yeah.
You got a favorite emoji or GIF you send to people?
Mhm.
Favorite emoji?
My favorite emoji,
Yeah.
the angel with the little, I guess it's like a halo.
Yeah.
Just always,
Okay.
I put it for to send out positive vibes. I want everybody to have a good day and you know have
Yeah.
blessings. I guess. So I like that one.
Okay. Cool. That's the first time I heard that one on here, so that's a good one to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. You always want to give out good vibes and, you know, be good to others, kind of. That one, I know it doesn't look like it,
Yeah.
but I'm really, I'm religious, not
Yeah.
like a crazy, like I don't bring it up. You never hear me talk about it, but
Yeah.
I just, you know, it puts me in a good mindset. It's
No,
important
it's
to me
good.
to
Yeah.
be reminded to be kind you know, give back. And, you know, so I think as I gotten older, I've gotten more into, you know, going to church and going to mass. And so I feel like also that helps, you know, have a
Yeah.
healthy mindset and just doing, you know, being good and giving, you know, having, so that one, I like that one a lot. I never had one, but I started using it, that one now a lot. Yeah. The halo.
Let me ask you this one, Victoria. Nominate someone that'd be a good guest to be on the show that I can reach out to. Possibly get a big, good candidate for the show. You know anybody that comes to mind?
Like here in San Antonio?
Anywhere. If you know someone that I
Like
could reach out to. Yeah.
for
That could
you
be
to
a good.
reach out to?
They could be good guests on the show. You know anybody at top of mind?
I mean, an author, they're always interesting, but
Yeah.
I mean, it
Okay.
depends who you want.
I mean, whoever you think I could be, I could, you know, be accessible to maybe be, yeah.
See, I don't know other TikTokers or other social media people. I really don't really kind of, I don't really, I don't know. You know, it's like I can't think of anybody send you like a name of somebody, but you know, because my favorite TikTokers are like, they're not even real estate related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be real estate related. It can be someone that's not, you know,
Like a TikToker? I don't know. I'll think of something
anybody.
and I'll let you know. Just remind me,
Okay.
just message me on TikTok. And then if I'm
All
on
right.
there, like, which I am, because I'm always trying to post something or edit something. And
Okay.
now I'm trying to start that fitness TikTok. I'm going to play with I'm gonna
Yeah.
repost it on a different account or whatever. I'm
Okay.
trying to grow that as well.
We'll find somebody. That's fine. What's something you want to do on the bucket list?
The bucket list. Let me see. I definitely want to travel. I want to go to, it's funny that you say that afterwards because you're like, who could you access? But I like a lot of TikTokers who post traveling. And there's this one that I
Yeah.
really like. I mean, she's really big. She's called the Cultural Muse, and she does
Okay.
like tour guides around Pompeii in Italy. And now, like, I want to visit Pompeii and Herculaneum. So
Yeah.
probably visit Herculaneum or Pompeii. It's like an ancient,
Okay.
site in Rome. I mean,
Yeah.
it's in southern Italy. Probably that.
Yeah.
I know
That'd
it's
be cool.
boring. I know it's boring. I don't know. Like, what other bucket lists do
Pompeii.
people have? Normally it involves traveling.
I mean, I yeah, I could go like to London and see like some soccer games and stuff, like Man City or something, or European football. Go like Germany, like France,
I've
Paris, or
been
some
to
parts of
France. I've
Europe.
been to
Yeah.
Paris. I've been to
Yeah.
Madrid.
Oh
I've been to
wow.
a lot of cool places, but I guess I would always definitely add. Always travel is always good.
Yeah.
In my
You been to
humble opinion.
Hawaii?
No, I have not.
Yeah. Been there. That's
I
nice.
haven't traveled since the pandemic. I think the last country I went to was Belize.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I have not been really anywhere. I am gonna go to Mexico next month in
Yeah.
June. I visit some family and hang out. I always love going to Mexico. And then I want to try to fit in Cabo too, because I like Cabo a lot for the relaxation
Mhm.
and tequila, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Probably spend a lot of
Okay.
my summer in Mexico in general, visiting different parts.
Yeah. Okay. So how do we follow you? I know you're big on TikTok, but how do we follow you? What are social handles so people can reach out to maybe or follow you and see what you're up to these days? So
So follow me on TikTok. I'm working on it right now, where I'm trying to post more frequently on Instagram as well. But I'm bigger on TikTok, and I post, a lot of city content, things to do. It's not all
yeah.
real estate, I think. So,
Yeah.
recommendations, those are always good, and, facts about the city. And so I like to keep it like that, more entertaining about the city than boring real estate.
Yeah.
But so yes, it's Vicky Rodriguez. I think it's Vicky Rodriguez. It's just my name. Sorry, Victoria, and then I think it's underscore Rodriguez. You'll find me, Victoria underscore Rodriguez.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my handle.
Okay. And if you got any questions about the real estate market, you got a San Antonio realtor, and they got me myself out here. And questions about the market, always here to help. See real estate through a new lens. Any final words before we leave, Victoria?
Words. If you're on the fence about buying, especially this is probably going to be about real estate. So if you're on the fence, it's aren't going down. Sorry, that's just not going to happen. So buy a home if you could comfortably afford the mortgage payment.
Yeah.
Investing in real estate, in my humble opinion, is never a bad idea. The real estate market always goes up, and you just got to be patient. And so that's what I've been seeing. Now I've experienced, being as a listing agent, and now I'm more of a buyer agent, and I have not seen anybody like have a bad experience with the real estate.
Yeah.
So I'm working with people that have bought a house for me. Right now I have a listing that they bought a house for me, and 4 years later, and we got it under contract. So
Yeah.
the key is, price it under market, and we ended up getting multiple offers and stuff. So these are
Yeah.
repeat clients that came back to me. So yeah, like I've seen positive results from it. You just got to be
Yeah.
patient and
Okay.
realistic.
Got it. All right. So from on the spot, we're out of here.
All right, bye. Thank you so much.